I don't think I've talked about a drugstore product on my channel in weeks, especially with the Sephora sale. I definitely haven't talked about a drugstore product in weeks. So there actually was a lot of new-ish at this point, but new to me, drugstore makeup that I've been really wanting to test. So today, on this fine Monday, I'm going to get ready doing a full face of drugstore slash affordable makeup. A lot of this was super duper viral, or just stuff kind of what I wanted to talk about. So let's get started, let's get into it. The first one, okay, it's been a couple months since this launched, but it has been in my to try bin. It's the Hard Candy Girl Scout Refresh Mint Canvas Primer. I love hard candy primers, and I love Girl Scout cookies, so this was a partnership that I at least wanted to try a couple products from. So this is the product that I'm deciding to test. And what appealed to me about this one was the Frozen Chill Tip Applicator. Ugh, I could use a Girl Scout cookie right now. The applicator is kind of small, but it's supposed to give like a chill effect. Feels like a product that needs to be put on the under eyes because of the applicator. It's green. That's interesting. I just wanna, oh, wake me up, baby. Okay, let's see. It's supposed to blend in and then give a glow. Doesn't look very glowy or hydrating to me. Like, I feel like this could be a mattifying primer, but I didn't see anything about that on the details of the product. The green color is kind of weird too. Good, I guess, if you have redness, which I do have redness. But I feel like it's leaving a weird green cast on my skin. It's making me look a little ill. The minty color shifts to a glow as it's blended into skin. I think the minty color didn't shift to a glow and it stayed a little minty. Hate to say this, but I can already tell you I don't like it. It doesn't feel very hydrating. It just is a layer of the skin that made me look a little ill. The tip felt nice of the applicator, but I'm not a fan of this. Ew! Ew, ew, ew! Do you see how it's sitting on my nose and on my chin? On my eyebrows? I might need to take all my makeup off. This is terrible. Yeah, I just ran to the bathroom to wash that off. We're off to a great start. For a primer like that, if it starts out bad, it could affect the base products that I have underneath. So that's a no for me. The next product is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Bronzing Serum. Trying their hand at Drunk Elephant Icy. These aren't normally my cup of tea, but I do like to try them for you guys because they're such a popular product. This one talks about what great benefits it has for the skin, fatty acids, provitamins, that's supposed to soft condition and moisturize the skin. Hopefully it does better than that hard candy primer. It's made in Mexico. That's interesting. There's not a lot of cosmetics that I've tried made in Mexico. Very neat. Okay, so let's see. This is one of these squidgy applicators, which I tend to not like. I feel like they aren't very good quality most of the time, but we did get some product here. Now, in today's video, you're going to see there's a lot of Physicians Formula products. In the last few months, they've just launched so stinking much, and it all looked so interesting. I can't remember a time where the Physicians Formula launches have called out to me. Oh my gosh, this is definitely making me look more tan. It does have a strong fragrance that's similar to the Butter Bronzer fragrance, kind of coconutty, but this is making me look very tan. I have to say, it's not as hydrating as I was hoping it would be because of the call outs on the back. I just thought it was going to feel a little bit more skincare-y, but it's still more hydrating than that hard candy. So comparing this to the Drunk Elephant, one, you don't have to mix this with a moisturizer, which is nice. I think this leaves more of a noticeable tan to the skin. I feel like it looks a little uneven, but a product like this is good if you self-tan. I personally don't, so I don't see myself using this a lot, but it feels lightweight on the skin. It wasn't as skincare and hydrating as I would have liked, but she makes me look a little dirty, but we'll cover that up with product. Let's work on the brows. I have heard nothing but good things about this, so I'm hoping I'm gonna love it. This is from Maybelline. It's the Build a Brow. It has a brow pen side and then a sealing gel. I'm going to use the shade Ash Brown. I normally like to gel my brows first. Ooh, this pen, quite precise, not too watery. This ash brown is a phenomenal color. I don't see an ounce of warmth in here. And all I'm doing is applying the color in strokes where I know my brows are sparse. And then let's see. Ooh, brow pens make me nervous towards the front of the brow. Just gonna fake some hairs. I have to say, first impressions, this seems to be quite the high quality brow pen. I'm not mad at that. Just really nice, fine, precise lines I'm getting from this. Okay, let's try the gel. I'll probably go in with a little bit more of the pen, but the gel side just seems really small, so I feel like one could run through this really quickly. Now this doesn't give like the laminated brow effect, which is normally what I look for, something that has really, really strong hold. But we'll see how this sets down. But the spoolie and applicator doesn't allow me to really dictate where the hairs go. JK, I stand corrected. It helps to use the fingers a little bit. Still not super strong, but anyways. I don't think this gel is going to be a go-to for me, but I do have to say this pen, one of the best pens that I've literally ever used. It's not like my preferred method of application, but it's definitely one of the best that I've used. I've made my brows look a little blocky though. Wait, this gel also has some really nice hold. It doesn't really allow you to place the hairs as much, but it does set down to have a really strong stay in place hold. Oh, this is a good one. I see why people love this. I really like this a lot. In terms of complexion, I would say there wasn't anything I was jumping for joy excited about. I do have this new product that Physicians Formula sent over, so we're gonna try it. It's the Mineral Wear Diamond Perfector BB Cream, a 10-in-1 skin perfector. We will see about that. I'm gonna see how light to medium works on me. I might have to mix in a little bit of fair to light. Packaging is quite cute. Okay, why is my cap already like a mess? Just exploded right in there. Okay, anyways. Ooh, she's kind of thick and gummy. Yeah, it is a thick consistency. It's lightening my bronze right up. You can see it has a little bit of a pearly glow to it. And I'm just going to use my sponge to push the product in. This does have a very glowy look, but if you like that, I guess the trend is called pearly skin. This does give a little bit of a pearl skin effect. Definitely going to need to apply a lot more because it doesn't seem to spread out over the skin. Ooh. Ooh. Oh gosh, this video is not, it's not turning out good. I feel like it did not like a damp sponge to blend it out. It got real funny, and I don't even have any skincare on to mess this up. Okay, let's try a brush. See if that works better. I'm really hating the way this is looking on my skin because it's not blending out really well. Like, it has a gorgeous sheen to it, but it looks scaly. Oh, this is not good. What the heck is happening? Do I need to wipe my face off again? Let me figure this out.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Yeah, no, it's this. This is a problem. It's so thick, it dries so quickly, you definitely cannot layer over top. I can't find a method to where this blends out smoothly. This is a hot mess express. Now I have to redo my makeup again. I'm just gonna put on a random foundation. What a great start to this video. Oh my goodness. Catrice Tinted Serum to save the day because that was not going well for us. And I did reapply the Physicians Formula Butter Glow first to make sure, I don't know, that wasn't making anything funky. No, it was just that Physicians Formula BB cream that was funky. Okay, we're back in business. Physicians Formula, I'm taking a risk. I have another product from you, but I think it's going to be good. So they launched color correctors of their Butter Glow concealer, which I love their Butter Glow concealer. So they have a green, a yellow, a purple, and a peach. I'm going to use the peach today, but I really like these because you can use them for spot areas of the face. Like I have some blue on my inner corners of my eye, but you can also mix these in with other products. My foundation today was a little bit too warm. I could have added a little bit of purple to try and cool it down, things like that. But peach is really good for neutralizing blue, and this does seem to be on par with the Butter Glow formula. There's not a lot of pigment to it. The Butter Glow concealer is also more on the sheer glowy side, but that did do color correction in the corner. So, I mean, this wasn't a necessary product, but it is nice because I do like this formula a lot. So if you do like color correcting, that's great. Over top, I'm just going to put some of the regular Butter Glow concealer that I've had for a while in light to medium. So this doesn't provide the most coverage, but it's really great to pair with tinted moisturizer kind of products, and it has a nice little glow to it. I said it doesn't provide a lot of coverage, but it definitely gives some. Like, look at that. And I think the color corrector helped. So that's a nice product. I have a couple of different cream bronzer formulas that I wanted to mess with. I was just so excited I couldn't pick which one. So the first one I'm really pumped about is from Milani. These are the Cheek Kiss cream bronzers. I really like their cream blushes, so I feel like they're going to do a good job here with the bronzers. I think I'm going to use the shade 110 Hey Honey. I just accidentally dug my nail into it, so if my nails look dirty, I swear it's just this cream bronzer. Milani sent over this brush, so I'm going to use it to apply it on this side of my face. So we're only doing half today. Ooh, this is a good color. It's a little warmer than I thought it was going to look. Oh, this is just blending in like butter into the skin. Finally, a good product. Ugh, this video was not going well at the start here. Blending in so lovely. The color is perfect. A strong first impressions on this. It seems to be like the same blend as the cream blush too. This is a good one. The other one I wanted to test, I believe this is the one that you guys were telling me about, is a dupe for the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer Transformer thing, which is so unique because it's like a sheer cream bronzer, and I literally featured it in a product that can't be duped video, and you guys were like, there actually is a new product from Physicians Formula that might be a dupe. I think it's this one. It's the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Bronzer. I'm going to use the shade Gem. Ooh, I'm so excited for this. Now, I normally use a sponge for the Makeup by Mario. It's a little bit more green in undertone, but it does have a similar look on the skin. It is that sheer veil of color. that the Makeup by Mario has. Very similar. It almost looks a little wet on the skin like the Makeup by Mario. The Makeup by Mario consistency feels a little bit more wet. This one is a little bit more stiff to dig in. I see it though. I see the relation. Thank you guys so much for pointing this out. This is a pretty close resemblance to the Makeup by Mario. I want to do a side-by-side, half and half, just to confirm that it is a dupe, because sometimes I think things are dupes and then, you go side-by-side and they're not. But it has that similar sheer veil effect over the skin. I like that too. A win and win. For blush, this one is from a spring collection that Profusion just launched. I thought the packaging and everything looked so beautiful. These are lip and cream blushes, and I thought the packaging, it looked a little like Kylie Cosmetics funky, and Profusion is such an affordable brand, and they tend to create very nice products. So I'm going to use one of these today. I think Wild Rose looks really pretty. Oh, and it's quite creamy feeling. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna use this Milani brush. I'm gonna push this into the skin. Yeah, it is like a wet, creamy feel. It doesn't seem like it's going to have a powder dry down, but it's really thin and it's working into the skin really nice. Cream blushes are a dime a dozen nowadays. There are so many good formulas. I like Profusion because they're such an affordable brand, and that was really pretty. It looked like it could have been a bit of an intimidating color, but it applied great to the skin. And then to set my under eyes, I'm trying a new powder from Physicians Formula. This is the Mineral Wear Diamond Blur skincare powder. So it's supposed to be infused with skincare ingredients. Looks like it might have some flashback and ashiness to it, but it's the only new powder that I had, so we're gonna try it anyways. Going to just press out the under eyes. I'm gonna use the little triangle sponge that it came with. It's one of those products where there's mesh over it. Just going to lightly set. I might have to switch over to my own sponge. Yeah, I'm going to. Just because I know how this performs the best. This is really translucent. It's hard to detect on the skin. Oh, that's really pretty. Ooh, I like this powder. It has some nice blurring elements to it. It's really lightweight. Almost undetectable on the skin, other than the fact that it gives blur, which is great. It's definitely not a dupe, but it's similar to the Hourglass translucent, like loose setting powder, in that it doesn't change too much on the skin. So if you're looking for something that the glow is going to show through, this did mattify it a little bit, but it didn't change that much. Like this might be one where as the day goes on, the glow might come back. Ooh, I like that powder. I didn't think I was going to. I wasn't even excited about it. But that set the center of my face beautifully. And I think that finishes off the complexion. After saving the base with the Catrice Tinted Serum from that awful Physicians Formula product, the skin is looking really nice now. Now for eyeshadow, these are not new whatsoever, but I don't get to test drugstore eyeshadows very often, and a line I've always been curious about are these CoverGirl clean eyeshadows. So I'm going to use one of these today. How pretty does this golden toffee look? And I really like acrylic clear packaging, so I hope that I like this. So I'm just going to start off with this shade right here. Not too soft, nice. Just going to blend out the under eyes. Under eyes, the creases. Anyways, just blending this out in the crease. Nice, this looked like it could have been a little bit too dark, but it's blending out nice and soft. Hopefully it doesn't overblend like some drugstore eyeshadows that I don't like. I'm hoping for a win today. I'm gonna take some of that on a smaller brush using BK Beauty A502. Blending that same shade on the lower lash. Okay, using that same brush. I'm going to see what this dark brown can do. Since this is a quad, it's pretty self-explanatory how to use this. There's not too many different looks that one can do. It's blending out really nice, but it might have a tendency to overblend. I'm going to switch back to the first brush. And this is an issue with affordable eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, they overblend. They kind of blend away and lose the individuality of the shade and don't really translate to how they look in pan. But you can definitely get a pretty look with this one. I can already tell. You just might have to rebuild if you're looking for that exact color translation that you see in the pan. I'm going to go in with a little bit more because in all realities, like this shouldn't have blended out. It's such a light shade. But for a more affordable price point, at least it's easy to blend. It's better than getting stuck with a dark patch on the eye. I'm taking some more of that dark shade and I'm trying not to overblend it because I do want this depth here. Same thing on the lower lash. Let's see how this darker shimmer does. It feels a little dry against the brush. I'm gonna pop this in the center. I'm tilting my head back in case there's any fallout. To the touch also, little dry, but this is a pretty mid-toned bronze shade. A little bit of fallout I'm getting from this. I think it's more so from the brush. So applying a finger is gonna keep it a little bit more clean. And then we're going to finish off with the lightest shade, which is a little bit softer, but still on the drier feeling side. It's more of a satin finish as well, but it does have a pretty gleam. Whereas that other shimmer I used in the middle of the eye, I feel like it had more of a textured look. Hey, you know what? This is not a bad pickup at all. My advice to you is be careful not to overblend the shades if you are looking for some depth. I would suggest just to pat the color down, place it down, and then only blend the edges, and that will help keep the depth that you see in the pan. The shimmers are better with glitter glue, wet brush, or a finger. I wouldn't just go in with a dry brush because that can get messy, especially if you've already done your face makeup. But other than that, definitely really nice quality for the price point here. Gets the job done, and this color is gorgeous. So I'm not mad at that. I also have a new liquid eyeliner to try. This is from Milani. It's the Stay Put Tank Eyeliner in brown. It's a marker eyeliner. And I'm just excited to use this. I don't know why. I was feeling doing eyeliner today, and I never feel that way. Hopefully this doesn't dry out too fast here. See? Doesn't that eye look really pretty? Ooh. Really dark in pigment. The marker itself is kind of stiff. So when it's stiff like this, it's better to pat and place the color down. Wow, that had a lot of pigment. Okay, so especially with layering over top and working on the wing, it did dry down a little thick, so it wasn't gliding over the eye for the wings. This is kind of like it doesn't layer well over itself. But all things considered, it's nice and it's brown and it's matte. I like this. This is nice. Just be careful about layering too much, especially when it comes to the wing, because it will get thick and stiff. They also sent over a black and white, so they have these colors too. I have a Milani mascara to try, the highly rated anti-gravity mascara, and they sent over a black and a brown shade. I think brown will be fun, so we're going to use that. I've heard good things about this mascara. They're highly rated, that's the name, not what it's actually rated, but they're highly rated, like lash extension. What was it? It's the tubing one. I hate it. It's one of the worst mascaras I tried last year. So let's see if the non-tubing highly rated mascara gives me better luck. Now, I don't go too hard on first impressions of mascaras because they're normally too wet at that point for me to enjoy them. But let's see. Ooh, Hourglass Wand. Too much product isn't picking up on the brush, so it's not globbing on. Seems to be a drier formula. I'm going to have trouble with this on my lower lashes because the wand is a bit big. And I feel like with the Hourglass wand, it's getting a little clumpy in uneven areas, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Okay, I'm waiting for the mascara to dry before I do a final curl, but I'm not a fan of this mascara. It's a lot better than the other highly rated mascara that I tried, but it's mostly the wand that was giving me trouble. I felt like it was applying the product uneven on my upper lashes, and it was just too big for my lower lashes, which that's a personal problem, but the formula didn't do anything too special either. Now for lips, ColourPop launched a new lip line, the So Juicy line. So they have So Juicy plumping lip liners. So these are different from the original line because they're supposed to be plumping, kind of like I think the Too Faced that I've tried. We'll see. And then they also launched these So Juicy gloss balms. So these ones I feel like are, gosh, so many of these styles of products have come up where it's like a lip gloss in a stick form. Let's see, so I'm pulling out the So Juicy lip liner in Jaguar. Looks like a pretty nudie brown. These are retractable. They don't come with a sharpener. No, they do. Okay, at the bottom. I'm a fan of the ColourPop lip liners, so I think I'm gonna like this. Ooh. Really wet glide. I honestly didn't have much control. I don't think I like these that much. I like a little bit more drag. These are a little too creamy for my preferences, but somebody might like that. It's probably really good to blend too. Yeah. I smell the mintiness, I think, from this being plumping, but there is no sensation of plumping that I can feel. Yeah. A little hard for me to apply this because it's so wet and creamy. I don't know if you can see, I'm having a lot of trouble getting a defined line here. I'm gonna have to go in with some other tools to sharpen it. Okay, it took a while of sitting on my lips, but I'm feeling the plumping sensation. This is not as offensive as the Too Faced ones. It's definitely very subtle. I probably wouldn't even have noticed it if I didn't know that this was supposed to do this. Which is a good thing though, because I hated those Too Faced ones. Okay, I'm feeling the plump now from this, but it's not bad. Let's try the gloss balm. I have the shade Dough. Smells good. Let's see if this is a product that you shouldn't put up too much. Ooh, these are nice. They aren't too mushy. They are a little mushy. No, they're a little mushy, but they aren't too bad. Just don't press too much up because then it could get goopy, but I'm not bothered by it. Ooh, I've already made the cap gross. So it is a little mushy. But anyways, I like this better than I like the lip liner. These are good. Really pretty, smooth looking on the lips. Subtle plumping sensation, but nothing painful by any means. Ooh, I like those. Here's the makeup look for today. I love it. It's such a pretty chocolatey, taupey kind of look. Okay, let's talk about the standouts and the misses for today's video. I'm not going to mention every product that I use, but these are the ones where it's like immediate yes or immediate no. So for immediate yes, yes for the Maybelline Build-A-Brow, a nice, strong eyebrow gel, but it's not too strong. Like if you don't like too strong of a hold, you'll like this because it's keeping the brows in place without feeling like I've plastered my brows to my face. The cream bronzers that I tried, both incredible. The Milani is so nice and creamy and easy to apply, very even in pigment. And this Physicians Formula is a potential dupe for my favorite Makeup by Mario bronzer. It's a really pretty sheer bronzer. So they killed it with that. And then I'm also really liking the ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm. It's stiffer than the more popular ones, I would say, or maybe it's just cold in this room. You know, like if you live in a warmer climate, like that MAC one is really, really wet. That might be the case. Anyways, I do really like this and how it feels, and I think it's great for the price point. So these 4 products, definitely recommend already on the first try. Now, what I definitely don't recommend on the first try, this whole video was a disaster because of the Hard Candy Girl Scouts Canvas Primer. This made me look ill, and it didn't apply evenly to the face. And then this Physicians Formula Diamond Perfector BB Cream. Just no, we're not doing that. Avoid at all costs. So there we have it, you guys. That is my full face. If anything weird happens with wear time, I will let you guys know down in the comments. Everything else, so far, I had a decent experience with. They're kind of middle of the road, but those that I've mentioned, ooh, so good first try. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Happy Monday, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.